All right, we're recording. Hello. How are you doing today? Happy New Year. Happy 2025. It's a great day to be alive and to just vibe with the tribe. Okay, all right. The corny jokes still continue. It's going to happen every now and then. I feel like I need this. And I just wanted to record this, by the way. If this is your first time checking out, stumbling upon this YouTube channel and watching this video, and you're like, what is this guy talking about? I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But first, if this is your first time checking out this YouTube channel, I want to welcome you to our channel. This is a channel where we're going to be talking about podcasting, podcast marketing, and building a creator-led business. All right. So if that's you right now watching or listening to this, wherever you listen to your podcast, because we are available on Creator Factor, on your favorite podcast app, make sure you subscribe and follow. All right. A little bit of housekeeping done. Let's have some fun because this is the first video, my friends, the first official video of 2025 and the first podcast episode of 2025. And I decided to go solo on this episode for a few reasons. But the main reason, which matters most, is I just simply felt like I needed to reintroduce myself. Shout out to Jay-Z, and talk a little bit about where I've been, kind of like my mindset going into 2025. And of course, I want to hear from you. Like if you've been following the channel, been a loyal follower, and you're like, where is this guy at? Where has he been? And I've been putting out content. You guys know who've been following the Creator Factor show. I've been putting out for the last couple of months this segment called Creator to Creator. They've just been kind of raw, uncut conversations with everyday content creators like you. So make sure you check it out. I'll make sure I link it up down below. So I've been putting out content, but I wanted to shoot and record this video, share this video, just to let you know where I've been and kind of like where I'm at again. Again, just kind of reintroducing my commitment to you moving forward this year. And just honestly is just like unscripted. I have some bullet points right here that I'm going to be looking at, but really it's just really unscripted. I just wanted to take this time to just share. And I'm going to get to why I feel like this is going to be the approach in 2025 in regards to building specifically the YouTube channel, but also on the podcast, just being able to share more of myself and what's going on and just sharing thoughts about what's happening in life and the things that we have to go through as a content creator who's building a business, as creators who are sharing content online. So let me go ahead and I feel like, again, this is going to be something that's going to be a bit different. And again, I appreciate your time. I really do. If you watch this whole video, you walk with me, you've listened to me, I appreciate it. Never take your listen or your time for granted. Just know that. And I wanted to take this time to reintroduce kind of like the vision of where I want to go with 2025. And by all means, I want you to share down below, like what your vision is as a content creator, whether you're a podcaster or YouTuber, a writer. I just want you to share your vision down below. Let me know in the comment section. But want to just talk to you a little bit about a few things of like just kind of the bigger picture and kind of like my passion for this platform and where I've been. Let me give you some context of what's been going on. And let me share with you, if this is your first time on this channel. So my name is Ozeal. I am a podcast marketing strategist, coach. I work with creators, entrepreneurs on helping them launch their business so they can scale their influence and grow their brand through podcasting. I've been in the podcasting space for the last 10 years. I've been in the game for quite some time. I've launched a lot of meetups. I'm also the founder of Pod Houston, which is a local-based Houston podcast community. I also run Vid Houston, which is a video content creator community here in Houston as well. I've hosted many events from digital marketing to entrepreneurship. I used to run an event called Connective Creatives, which is again focused on creative entrepreneurship. And then I started building that up into the podcasting community, Pod Houston, etc. I've done a ton of workshops on and offline. Very passionate about education, very passionate about teaching the art of podcasting and helping entrepreneurs, thought leaders scale their influence and their brand through podcasting. That's what I've been known for, and that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years. It's content marketing, if I had to like wrap it up in a nice, pretty bow and share it with you. Very passionate about hosting events, very passionate about this, about creating content via podcasting, YouTube. Very passionate about building community. That is what I specialize in is community building. And I feel like I believe my approach is different in the fact that I understand audience first. I'm very community driven. And in this day and age, as content creators, I do feel like you should be community first before launching things. Now, there's something to say about creating content for the art or the sake of creating content, but I also believe in the importance of keeping you in mind, the listener, the viewer, and making sure that we're doing this and we're building together. Right? Sure. This video, by the way, is a very, I want to say, semi-selfish in the fact that I'm sharing here. I hope that through something I say may trigger or inspire you. But again, this video specifically is just for me to kind of reintroduce like what I'm about, what I stand for. And hopefully, if you dig the vibe, please subscribe. Right. So that's a little bit about what's been going on in my past life, and I'll share a little bit more about what's been going on, and share more of my story because that's something I want to get better at this year. I think people talk about being authentic, and I think authentic is just being comfortable with who you are and being comfortable with sharing your stories. And it's just not the wins, but also the lessons learned that have got me up to this point, right? And now it's 2025, and one of the things that I want to do and share with you is that I am committed to building this community. I've had an interesting, just like every creators, right? Life happens and you have to take breaks, and there's things that happen in your life that uh, doesn't allow for you to go all in on creating content all the time. For me, the biggest challenge has been just kind of overthinking things and just getting wrapped up in other aspects of my life. I'm also a father. I also have a lot of life that's happening in my personal life, and just have a full time job as a podcast marketing strategist and coordinator, which I'm very excited, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about in the future, on this channel. So I am deep in the trenches, but I'm also very passionate about content creation, content marketing, and coaching and helping others. And that's something that I want to continue building. And a lot of you who are watching or listening are on the same boat, right? You're have a full-time job, or you're a part-time content creator, and you're doing this on the side, or some of you are maybe doing this full-time and are in the trenches and just want to be surrounded by other content creators. And there's a lot of great creator online channels and communities out there. And this is my dent. This is my contribution to the world. And of course, we're going to build our community. And I do believe that there are other aspects, things that I do differently from other content creators that will bring a lot of value to where you're at in your creative journey. So that being said, I want to get committed to just building the podcast. And I started Creator Factor for the sole purpose of just helping other creative entrepreneurs build their creator-led business. And the creator economy is a billion-dollar industry. I think there's a lot. It's a great time to be a creator, and I'm really excited. I've always been very passionate about the creator community because in my past life, in my yesterdays, I was a vocalist. I was an MC. I was a songwriter. I was a band leader. I also got involved in marketing and hosting events and doing a lot of things for my band back in the day. And I learned a lot about what it takes to grab attention, what it takes to be creative. And I've been on both the craft side of things and also the business side of things. And I always saw this big gap between business and creativity. And that's always been my mission. I've always been passionate about that. I've always been passionate about creatives. I love creative people. Those are my people. And even when I journal, I always go back to like, who are the people that I want to serve? And they're creatives, they're creators. And I feel like, again, this is a great time to build community, to sell digital products, to do coaching and help, educate others. And There's a lot of things that are going on in the creator community that I'm really, really excited about. A lot of events, a lot of conferences, and it's as a matter of fact, in a couple weeks, I'll be at Podfest for in Orlando, where I'm going to be surrounded by with around a bunch of content, podcast content creators. I'm really all about conferences and in-person events and community, and that's one of the things that I want to do is consistently provide value through the podcast. So if you want to check out the podcast, Creator Factor is the show. You can check it out on your favorite podcast app. I have some amazing podcast content that's going to be coming out next week. I have some amazing interviews that are going to bring a ton of value, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So if you are into the creator economy, I think you're really going to dig the content that's coming out. The next week, the one that's coming out, I'm going to be talking with a podcaster and an author. And we're going to be talking about ADHD and how ADHD impacts content creators and how to navigate ADHD as a content creator. So I'm really excited about that, and along with all the other episodes that are ready to go for the next couple months and beyond. I'm really, really going to be investing heavy on the podcast and on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, and again, if you're listening to this, make sure you head over to Ozeal at Ozeal. Ozeal, just look up Ozeal. I should pop up. And I'll make sure I link it up in the show notes. I really want to focus on building this YouTube channel. And YouTube and I have had an interesting relationship, and it's really been all me. Like there's times where I go heavy in it. I'm creating content and I'm consistent, and I had some good momentum going, and then I drop off and I go back in, and it's just content, going back and forth. This tug of war. It is really more me just kind of pulling away rather than YouTube. YouTube has been awesome, and I believe is one of the most impactful, influential content distributions out there. I think podcasting served the purpose of really building intimacy and community. I love podcasting. Again, I'm a podcast coach. I love this medium, but I'm also a big believer in YouTube, and I love what YouTube brings to the creator community, right? And so I want to start promoting and start sharing the YouTube channel and growing in it. As a matter of fact, my first Q1 goal is to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're checking this, please, please, please help me. Comment and let me know that you subscribe so I can give you some love on the next video. But I want to get this to 1,000 subscribers by the end of March, and I believe I can do it. And I want to continue growing this. I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball, but that doesn't matter anymore. I got to focus, and that's something that I'm going to continue doing moving forward. The other thing that I'm really excited about is providing you with a lot of creator-driven resources, free content. I'm going to be doing some virtual workshops as well. I'm going to be doing an in-person workshop soon. There's a lot of things that I'm really, really working on. I want to do more live streaming. I feel like because I'm a community-driven creator. I want to be honest with you. You probably won't see like all the sexiest editing skills, video editing skills here, especially if you're watching on YouTube. I want to focus on just creating content. One of the things, and I think this is a great tip for a lot of you who are especially starting off as content creators, is we get so wrapped up in making sure that everything is perfect and we have all the lower thirds and the jump cuts and everything. And I'm getting to the space as a creator where it's going to get messy. It's going to be like organized chaos. It's going to be a lot of content, me jumping in front of the camera. And this is what I got to do, right? This is how I plan on showing up on YouTube. Is I just want to create content. I don't want to focus too much on perfection. I think I love the rule of the first phase being like get started, get it going, and then the second phase being get good, and then the next phase being get great. I heard another creator say a variation of it, and I was like, I need to adopt that. And I was like, that's a really good framework, right? Get started, get going, get good, get great, and I'm at a point where it's like I'm getting going again. Like I've been putting out a lot of podcast content, but I really want to get going on the YouTube channel. So I want to put out a video or two a week. That is my commitment to you. I want to build this. Like I can't do this alone. And I just want to vibe with you. Like I really, really want to help you. And one of the things that I want to do is make sure that I'm tapping into the creator community, our community, to where we're focusing on like answering questions and really addressing the things that we need to address. So again, this is something that I'm really, really looking forward to is building this creator community on this YouTube channel and of course on the podcast. If you're interested, I do have a Substack account that I just started. Let me know if you're on Substack. If you're a fan of it, I'm going to be just posting different random content, just kind of a personal newsletter. But I do have a newsletter on creatorfactor.net. I haven't quite dialed in my ecosystem. I'm going to be doing a few things on the website. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, go sign up on creatorfactor.net, subscribe. And if, as long as you're in the newsletter, you're going to get emails from me. We're good. Like as the kids say, we're Gucci. We're gonna stay in touch, and I'm gonna make sure I keep you posted on everything that's going on with the resources, the workshops, etc. Right. So that is what's going on over here. My vision, my thoughts on 2025. I was wrestling. I'm a big believer in goal setting, and I love vision boards, and I love like setting the big vision, setting the intent for the year. And I've done the one word exercise where you find a word that encapsulates the year that or the feeling that you want to feel. I've done all that. Like I've read a lot of books. I'm really heavy into productivity, and I want to do things differently. Like yes, I'm going to be very intentional about what I do, but I just want to set small incremental goals, steps that I can create and I can achieve rather. And getting to the big vision, right? Which is number one, growing the YouTube channel is one of my big goals. Like I would love to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I believe we can do that with consistency. And then the other thing I want to do is just want to focus on building the creator community and building the email list. And then the other thing is I am relaunching my coaching program very, very soon. So those are kind of like the business and creator goals that I have for myself this year in 2025. So not really trying to set and be defined by specific goals, but those are kind of like the three big things that I want to focus on is the YouTube channel, obviously the building up the podcast, making it a top rated podcast for content creators. And then of course, just making sure that I'm providing resources, workshops, and I'm dialing all that in, coaching, etc. That's what I really want to focus on. And if you're in Houston, hit me up. I run a lot of creator events. I got one under Pod Houston. So there's a Facebook group under Pod Houston. I also run Vid Houston, which I'm going to restart again. And then there's another thing that I've been playing with for a creator community here in Houston that I want to launch as well. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm looking forward to just more collaboration, more partnerships, and collaborating with the guests that I've had on the show. Building up partnerships with other brands in the creator industry. If you are one, feel free to always reach out. I'm always open for collaboration. And then just providing, again, value. Just want to provide value, and build a community here on YouTube and, of course, on the podcast as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if there's anything that I don't know if I said everything that I wanted to say. I feel like there's something else, but I can't think of anything right now. I took some notes and bullet points. But all in all, again, I just wanted to take this time just to wish you a happy new year, to reintroduce, myself and to the community that's been following, showing mad love and thanks, but also for the new people that are joining our creator community. There's a lot of great YouTube channels. It's gotten really competitive, but one of the things that I'm putting in my mind is like, look, you got to do you. And I think part of building a personal brand as you are is getting comfortable in your own skin and being open and transparent about your strengths, your weaknesses, but the value that you're going to bring to your people. And I'm getting more comfortable in my own skin, and more confident in the way I deliver things. And that's something I'm going to continue working on, is just the way I lead the creator community here on my YouTube channel and on the podcast. So I'm excited. I have all my social channels linked up in the show notes. So make sure you reach out, link up with me. Let me know in the comment section. Like if there's something that resonated with me, that resonated with you. I'm here for it. Like I am really, really here. And I'm just here to serve the creator community. I do believe that the creator community, creators are the new entrepreneurs. And I believe now is a great opportunity to connect, to learn, to elevate, to collaborate, this is exciting times for me. And I think there's no better place to now than to start that YouTube channel, than to start that podcast. Like building your personal brand through content marketing is one of the most, I think it's the smartest thing you can ever do. And now with AI tools, which I'm really leaning into, learning how to make AI work for you, to make it a lot more efficient in our content creation process. Like there's a lot of things that are happening that are really, really exciting. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of content here on the YouTube channel and also about podcasting on my social media channels. I have a lot of thoughts, and I think me being in the role that I am now as a podcast marketing coordinator and strategist, managing over 80 shows that are very, very successful. I'm honored and blessed to have this opportunity because I get to know exactly what's working, what's not, some of the common questions, some of the challenges, and I'm able to kind of readdress it to my community. And I think that's kind of an advantage that I have is working for a major podcast network. I get to understand the monetization side of things, the business side, and also the creator because I'm talking to creators and I'm consulting on a weekly basis. So I do feel like I'm sharpening my tools as a podcast coach, as a consultant, and I do feel like that's going to be my competitive advantage in the value that I'm going to bring on this channel. So again, thank you so much for your time. Happy New Year. I'm really excited for us, for you. I feel like this is a time for you to lean in into your to whatever you want to accomplish in your life, to lean into your creator journey and learn and collaborate because there are people like me that are showing up to help serve people like you, creators like you. So thanks again for checking out the YouTube channel. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you check out Creator Factor, a brand new interview, brand new episode dropping next Wednesday. I love to hear from you. Thanks again for showing up and spending some time with me. I'll see you next time. Peace and one love.